Ну что же, продолжаем. И нам пора возвращаться домой, рассказать всем, что в нашем королевстве что-то неладное творится. Гном-торговец.
Every evening since you left Greenglade, you have looked at Goren's books and tried to prize out the knowledge that they hold. But now, you must admit to yourself that you can't decipher them. They are written in the learned language for high magi, and Lot Yonan didn't teach you that. However, you're sure that the books are important. Why else would Goren want them sent to Turga the Fair-Faced? You put them away with a sigh, and your eyes remain on the bag that Lot Yonan gave you. Did Goren ask Lot Yonan to return the magical artifacts in the pouch? You pick up the pouch and look at it.
Lot Yonan forbade me from opening the pouch.
Открыть кошель или оставить кошель в покое? Просил ли Горен вернуть магические артефакты, лежавшие в кошеле? Кошеле. Блин, даже не знаю, что делать. Ой, да похер, давай откроем.
What the heck? Goren is dead, and you want to know what you're lugging around with you through the length and breadth of Girdlegard. You grasp at the pouch with an uninvolved expression, so that the twins don't think you're acting against Lot Yonan's instructions. You undo the knot with nimble fingers. A piercing, bone-splitting sound rings out, and small spheres of light shoot into the air, ending in colourful explosions.
By Zammer and all the fires of his forge!
The twins jump up immediately and draw their weapons. You curse and quickly close the pouch again.
By the mountains of Girdlegard! What was that, scholar?
А я откуда знаю?
Examine the magical trap. It's for thieves, in case someone tries to steal the pouch.
You try to act normally, so that they don't realise you got just as much a shock as they did. Boindale looks at the pouch with animosity.
Magical frippery.
The twins sit down again, and you slowly recover.
Так, самое главное, что именно-то произошло?
Just like previous nights, you are haunted by the image of the elf maiden nailed to the tree in Greenglade. You wake from your sleep and look around you. The night is unusually dark. Despite your good dwarven eyes, you can only make out Boendal's outline, even though he's keeping watch only a few steps away. You're about to lie down again, but suddenly feel something cold against your throat. Next to you, the pale face of an elf slides into view.
Good evening. I'm afraid we missed each other in Greenglade, so my companion had to receive you on her own.
Мы твою компаньонку за малым не ушатали. Она сбежала, тварь. Попытаться позвать на помощь, попытаться освободиться от пут. А я уже и в путах даже.
You want to speak, but the blade is pressed against your larynx, and you can only manage a wheeze.
Shush. You don't need to talk. I'm not going to kill you. Not yet. Do you know what I'm going to do instead?
You feverishly search for an answer, but you can't even imagine how an alpha thinks.
I will kill everyone who means anything to you. I will destroy your life, and you will sink into hopelessness, groundling. Your downfall is called Sintharas.
You tense your
Сам
muscles
ты
ready
Синтарас.
to defend yourself, but suddenly realize that the blade against your throat has disappeared. You look around, astonished. The elf is nowhere to be seen. You look over to Boendal, who is easy to recognize in the bright moonlight. Next to you, Boindale smacks his lips in his sleep. You touch your throat, and when you don't feel anything, you breathe out, relieved.
Just a nightmare.
At least that's what you tell yourself. But you don't close your eyes for the rest of the night.
Да я думаю, это был не сон. Он же этот альф. Он типа полувампир какой-то там. Поэтому он легко вообще мог незаметно быстренько появиться и исчезнуть. Так, как бы нам тут двинуться дальше? Наверное, вот так вот сюда. Я надеюсь, хавки нам хватит.
Boindil unwraps his dwarf cheese again and cooks it on the fire. When he offers you a piece, you take it.
I knew we'd make a dwarf of you in the end.
You chew on the cheese so you don't have to answer. It tastes better than you first thought.
Да, естественно. Если больше ничего жрать нечего, то ты любой сыр
You arrive at a
сгодится.
small, bustling village. One thing is clearly missing from the lively scene: the sound of metal on metal from the village smithy that would normally be heard above everything else at this time of day. A dour, grim-looking man is sitting in front of the forge with his right arm in a sling. His expression brightens as he sees you, and he jumps to his feet.
Dear dwarves, could I interest you in helping me in my workshop for a day?
The man's expression is somewhere between desperation and hope. As you don't answer immediately, he continues.
You will, of course, be royally rewarded for your work. I can offer you 100 gold pieces.
Ну, если 100 gold pieces, то я согласен. Что с твоей рукой?
What happened to your arm?
A stupid accident. A box of blanks fell down. I was trying to catch it. It will heal, fortunately, but I won't be able to wield my hammer for a while.
You must have quite a backlog of work.
You nod sympathetically. You always felt bad if you were ill or couldn't work in the forge for some reason or other.
Loads. But if what I hear about the metalworking skills of the dwarves is true, it would be easy for you to manage it in a day.
Окей, я тебе помогу. Я помогу, но за хорошую плату. Да, но он же и так сказал за соточку.
I'll help you. I worked in a forge for a while.
You modestly conceal that in this case, a while means almost a whole human lifetime. A little later, you are standing in the workshop, examining the smith's inferior tools, while he fires up the forge and prepares everything for the job as well as he can with just one good arm. You weren't able to persuade the twins to help you. As warriors, they'd rather go hunting, Boindil declared. But you think it's more probable that you'll find them drinking beer. But you don't care. You're excited about being able to smith again after such a long time. Hours later, you have forgotten everything around you. The heat of the forge, the sweat on your warm skin, the play of the flames. You're in your element and work as if in a trance. The smith left the workshop ages ago with a satisfied grin on his face.
Wait, I'm talking to you.
You look up in surprise. Everything but the beating of the hammer had ceased to exist, and you didn't notice that someone has come in.
Can you do it?
You immediately dislike the middle-aged man. He sounds you out so doggedly with his light grey eyes that it feels as though he wants to look right through you and into your deepest thoughts. The man points to two horses.
Those two, in 1 hour.
Подковать лошадей можно и подковать. Что с лошадьми? Прости, я нынче не берусь за новую работу. Чё за хер приперся? Говорит, подковать лошадей. Подковать или не подковать?
With
А
the
чё
forge
с ними
hammer in your
такое?
hand, you play dumb. You blink and look back and forth between the horses and the man.
What's the deal with the horses?
You expect the man to fly off the handle, but you feel even more uneasy when he asks you quietly and very slowly to please re-shoe the two horses.
Да иди ты, некогда мне.
I'm sorry. Too much to do. Try somewhere else.
You got a nerve, you little rat.
The man moves menacingly close, his hand on his sword, when the man with grey eyes holds him back.
Not here.
The angry mercenary glares briefly at his leader before stomping out of the forge.
I thank you for your help, Mr. Dwarf. Perhaps we'll meet again.
The men leave the workshop.
Тайно проследовать за людьми, сосредоточиться на работе. Давай проследуем за
The
людьми.
men join a larger group of horsemen, more than a dozen, outside the village. You stay hidden and listen.
Not here in the village. Go. Search the road between here and Clintal again.
The other mercenaries nod and the group rides off. You can't make head nor tail of what's going on here, but you don't like it. You tell the twins about your encounter, and they decide to be especially vigilant over the next days. You spend the night in the smith's house and move on the next morning.
О, соточку заработали. Отлично. Плюс 25 хп. Но и проблем мы еще заработали себе, я так понимаю. Поэтому, да, надо быть осторожнее. Что ж, двинулись тогда потихонечку. Тут осталось-то, в принципе, не то чтобы много. Единственное, что может быть возникнуть проблема, что у нас хавки не хватит. Так, подожди, если я пойду сюда, мне придется вот здесь обходить. Значит, нам надо сразу сюда идти. Иначе мы попадем в жопу. Судя по всему.
You arrive at a crossroads with a tavern on the corner. A warm light is emanating from its window, lighting up the road around it. A stone sculpture of a sheep stands in front of the door, and above it a sign, swaying gently in the breeze, reads the...
Каменная овца. Остаться на месте, изучить окрестности. Войти в таверну. Продолжить путь, не обращая внимания. Остаться на месте,
You
изучить
observe the
окрестности.
surroundings, but the road is empty, and no one leaves the tavern. You notice a broken window on the first floor, which has been boarded up with planks. Something wet drips onto your nose, and you look up to the cloudy sky with a bad-tempered expression.
Huh. Why are we standing here and just getting wet from the outside?
Согласен с тобой полностью. Давай войдем в таверну.
You enter the tavern with a determined stride, and are greeted by a thick wall of pipe smoke. The dozen or so drinkers at the tables turn towards you, then give each other astonished and slightly worried looks. In the tavern, there are half a dozen people sitting at the tables, and just as many at the bar, clearly farmers and labourers from the surrounding villages. Boindale pays no attention to the other guests and trudges over to a table. Together with his brother, you follow him and sit down. The landlord comes out from behind the bar. You hear surly muttering from one of the tables.
What are groundlings doing showing their faces here, now of all times?
В какие еще такие времена? Ты кто такой? Очкарик. Обращаясь к людям за соседним столиком. Что такого странного в нашем присутствии? Я бы не отказался от отеля для себя и моих друзей. А не угостит ли мне всех вас? Может, здесь проезжали двое путешественников, ассистент мага и наемник? Покажи, что у тебя есть. Давай сначала спросим, что такого странного в нашем
You turn to
присутствии.
the guest who'd muttered something about groundlings.
And why is it so strange that we're here?
The man glances up briefly, and then stares drunkenly at his tankard, and mutters with a slur,
Don't play the innocent. The orcs are terrorizing our lands. And whose fault is it? You let them in.
I was not at the stone gateway, and I don't know what happened. But you can be sure of one thing. Dwarves would never cooperate with orcs. We kill them no sooner than we say them, or my name isn't Boindle Doubleblade.
The drunkard and his neighbour are given a start. They mumble an apology and turn their attention to the beer in front of them.
Твари. Ладно, дальше что у нас? Не отказался бы отеля для себя и моих друзей.
I wouldn't mind a pint of ale.
The landlord nods and takes the twins' order too. Shortly after, he returns with your beers and puts them down in front of you.
Is that all?
Что-нибудь еще? Может, здесь проезжали двое
Two
путешественников?
travelers passed this way. One was a famulus, the other a mercenary.
The landlord shakes his head indifferently and mumbles something incoherently. One of the guests is about to say something, but shuts up when the person next to him gives him a poke.
Эй, ты там. Что ты хотел сказать?
You turn to the guest who is silenced.
Were you gonna say something, my friend?
I'm not your friend, and I wasn't going to say anything either.
The man glances at his neighbor and then turns his attention back to his beer.
Мне этот очкарик сразу не понравился. Покажи, что у тебя есть. Так, у него есть хавка, это отлично. Нам нужно взять. Наверное, ну... Наверное, я даже не знаю. Да вот так вот хватит, я думаю. Тут нам... Да мне кажется, даже 20-ки хватит. Вот так вот. Что тут у него еще? Слабый эликсир защиты. Герой некоторое время получает чуть меньше урона. Лечебное зелье. Если выпить. Ну, это у нас все есть. Нам пока это не нужно. Что ж, нам пора в дорогу. Нужна комната на ночь. Слушай, а если я вот, допустим, есть такой вариант, если я угощу всех этих синеботов, может быть, вот этот мудак что-то расскажет мне интересное. Блин, ну просто 10 золотых сейчас потрачу. Ладно, давай
You stand
попробуем.
up and turn to the room.
This round's on me.
The faces of the guests and the landlord brighten up immediately. The landlord gets to work pulling everyone a beer and handing out the tankards. Some of the guests say cheers to you as they get their drinks.
Как-то странно. Он себе заказывал кружку за 3 золотых, а для толпы всего-навсего 10 золотых. Там что, 3 человека, что ли, было? Что случилось? Покажи, что у тебя есть. В смысле? Что случилось? Это он у кого спрашивает?
Come on now, tell us what happened. We're all friends here.
The man who
А, у
was
этого
first
очкарика.
time round looks over to his neighbor, who nods.
2 travelers spent the night here. One had a robe on, the other was a mercenary. The next day they left, all in a hurry. Said they'd been attacked by an elf.
One of the other drinkers finds his voice too.
There was a hell of a lot of noise that night. As if there'd been a dust-up.
You left some gold here for the trouble. I thought they meant the noise, but then I noticed the broken window.
The landlord sighs.
Please don't tell anyone else about this. Who would want to spend a night in a tavern where an elf has been sighted?
Ну ладно. Не будем никому рассказывать. Ладно, давай пошли, наверное, уже.
Despite Boindeal's loud protestations about wanting another drink, you say goodbye and set off on your way, accompanied by the twins.
Там-тарам-тарам-там. Ну, давай, пошли. Стоянка у дуба. Тут мы уже были, когда в эту сторону двигались.
Once you reach the top of the hill above Goodwater, you can see what is left of the village. The sea of red-roofed tiles has given way to a forest of burnt black ruins. Shattered wooden planks and bent iron bars are all that is left of the gate.
I couldn't save them. Even the reinforced gate.
Что-то какая-то запись в журнале. Странные всадники. Это мы уже видели. Диверсия на юге. Ага. Это мы уже тоже видели. Ну и ладно. Такс. Осталось у нас провизии 44. Блин. Я даже не знаю, хватит нам. Это должно хватить. Вот сюда будем заходить.
You see a light through the trees some way from the path. It inevitably brings to mind your encounter with the
Встречные
woodcutters.
дровосеки. Говоря по-честному, но они это заслужили. Избиение людей в нашу задачу не входит. Он наводит на мысли о встречных дровосеках.
You must confess that
Чё
you
за
would like to
чё
have
за
taught the
дровосеки?
woodcutters a lesson, but Bowendahl is right.
Beating up humans is not our mission.
But
A harsh glance from you and Boendal silences Boindil. You continue on your way with a furious Boindil trailing behind.
Отношения улучшились на 5% с одним.
Why are the Magus' vaults here in the middle of nowhere? And why does the Lord of Yonendar live in a vault and not in a castle?
It's to do with the magical fields that spread out under Girdlegard, so the 5 magical realms are found where the fields are at their strongest.
And that's why he lives in the vaults? To be closer to the underground magic?
No, it's more to do with security. 200 students of magic and well, a source of almost unlimited magical energy. The Magus thought that an underground vault was a more suitable place to train than Master Nudin's tower in the middle of Parista.
Сколько там у нас осталось провизии? 30 единиц. Ой, да хватит. Нормально все. Я боялся, что не хватит. Это у нас дней вашего приключения 49 уже. Ну что, вот мы и пришли.
I don't like it here. All this hocus pocus is bad news. Us dwarves know that and keep well away, just as Vracus commanded. I hope you know that too.
I cannot perform magic, and I've never attempted to. Nevertheless, please show respect. Remember that it was not Yonan who took me in and saved me.
Now then, it would seem that the tongue of the learned one becomes somewhat haughtier, and his sentences doth wind most strangely as we verily approach the vaults.
You can't help but grin guiltily. With a beseeching glance at the twins, you step into the area in front of the vaults. Seeing no one there you might greet, you and your companions enter your old home through the open gate.
Who the hell built this tunnel?
Boendal examines the crumbling roof with a mixture of disbelief and indignation.
Be quiet. I want to surprise them.
Is that such a good idea? What if we give your master such a shock that he casts a spell on us? I don't want to be turned into a mouse or a bar of soap.
It is unusually quiet in the vaults, but the smell of dinner is in the air. You imagine Frala looking up at you from her cooking pot in the kitchen and smiling.
Ah, there's boiled and roasted meat for dinner. Come on.
That's no reason to go and get ourselves turned into something weird. We'll stay here until you're finished with your little game.
Эх, какие мы нежные. Ну и ладно. Но мне что-то да, это не нравится, что что-то как-то тихо. В нашем королевстве. Тут вообще никого нету. Где все-то? Посмотреть на еду. Что на нее смотреть? Ее есть надо.
Lumps of meat rise up and appear on the brown, bubbling surface of the soup before sinking back down out of sight. The hearty smell makes your mouth water.
Человеческая нога?
A human foot.
Your stomach turns, and you have to fight hard against the impulse to run out of the kitchen screaming.
Офигеть, значит эти твари уже сюда добрались. Эти альвы. Сраные. Так, что здесь у нас? Тут тоже никого нету. Пойдем сходим в кабинет Лотеанана. Опа.
What happened here? Speak!
Ah, another one.
В смысле еще один? Что происходит? Оба-на!
Don't even think of using magic, or I'll lodge this pretty piece of steel in your brain.
It takes the famulus a few seconds to comprehend the situation he's suddenly found himself in. He seems to weigh up his options for a moment before he breathes out and the tension leaves his body.
All
won't use magic.
Так, а он что еще может говорить? Ему вроде башку разнес этот чувак. Он еще живой, оказывается. Крепкая у него башка. Что здесь произошло?
What happened here? Where is everyone?
For a while, the famulus seems to be playing with the idea of being stubborn. Bowendahl pushes a little harder on the end of the crow's beak, and the tip penetrates the skin. Blood seeps out.
Ow! Ow! They're gone! Dead!
A school full of magi destroyed without any signs of struggle? Lies.
The facts seem stacked against it, but you cling on to this faint hope.
Lot Yonan's famuli were already in Parista. There were only novices left. We made easy work of them. The Elfar, Syntharas, he insisted on being part of the raid after he found out that you grew up here. He opened the gates and killed most of those here before they even knew what was happening.
In your mind's eye, you see a pale face appearing from the darkness. You saw what Elfar are capable of in Greenglade. You push the thought to the back of your mind and try to keep a clear head.
Да, точно, как я и думал, что этот альф, сука, тварь, добрался и сюда. Как он говорил, что он будет убивать родных, ну не родных, а вернее, а дорогих людей этому нашему чуваку. Где Лотеанан?
Not Yonan. Where is he?
Nodon killed him. He killed all of them in Parista. There's no one left in Girdlegard who can take on the last Magus.
You're saying that someone took on all 6 of the magi at once and defeated them? Ridiculous.
5 Magi. My master Nudin is Nodon the Doublefold, the lord of the perished land and soon to be lord of Girdlegard. He killed the masters, and the apprentices followed soon after. They're all gone, and he changed the magic field so that only we can use them.
An icy hand grabs your heart. It's impossible that there's only a single Magus left, and he's not fighting against, but for the perished land.
Вот это поворот. Предательство.
Why are you snooping around in Lot Yonan's study? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for artifacts that Lot Yonan, when he was in Parista, claimed he had forgotten and left in a cupboard, and for the books that were stolen from Greenglade. I'm guessing you're the dwarves that stole the books.
What does your master want with the artifacts and the books?
I don't know. He commands, we obey. He's going to be very displeased. I did find a bag in the cupboard, but it didn't contain the right objects.
I've had enough of your lies. They're alive. Lot Yonan escaped and has gathered his apprentices, Frala, and the others around him to fight against Nodon. We just have to find them.
The war was over before you even noticed it had begun. Nodon cannot be stopped. He is on his way here and will just...
Но это мы еще посмотрим.
We will leave immediately. This news is of great
I'm not going anywhere. I have to find my friends and I...
Orcs! Lots of them!
Где? Какие орки? Вы чё? Эй, хорош. Серьезно? Орки? Вы гоните. Прекращайте мне, какие орки. Бой. Давай, сразу пиздошь колонну. Вот так, красава. Теперь ты. Колонну долби. Отлично. Of course. Теперь идем сюда. Сюда идем. Отлично. Давай, вылазь оттуда. Блять, да как ты туда попал? Твою мать, а. Угу. Да что-то как-то, блять, они не расходятся. Давай, проходи вот сюда. Давай, 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 давай. Еще чуть-чуть осталось. Давай, иди, иди, иди сюда. Хорош. Вот так. Вот так, отлично, отлично, отлично. Отлично, отлично. Так, это тебе. Это тебе. Это сюда. Отлично. Долби, долби, долби. Долби, долби, долби. Отлично, отлично, отлично. Пока идет неплохо. Давай, давай, давай. Так, теперь ты. Отлично, 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 идем. Долби, долби, долби. Так, 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 так. Теперь ты. Say goodbye forever, тварь. Давай, 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 давай. Долби, долби, долби. Нет, ты далеко ушел. Отлично, отлично. Давай, 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 давай. Пока неплохо идем. Их слишком много. Давай, мы уже близко. Мы уже близко, делай грязь. Отлично, отлично, отлично. Ну-ка, разбежались нахер, твари. На-ка, тварь, получи. Опа, отлично. Ну все, 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 давай, 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 мы уже здесь. Мы уже зашли. Красота. Ушатали всех тварей. Слушай, откуда они набежали-то, эти мрази, а? Я думал, здесь эти будут. Альвы. А тут орки. Ну да ладно, неважно. Самое плохое это то, что наших друзей-то всех непонятно, то ли убили реально, то ли в плен забрали. Смотрим, что у нас тут. Атака в прыжке. Тундир напрыгивает на врага и оттесняет. Или натиск. Ну, отбрасывающих врагов по сторонам в области приземления в стороны. Оно, в принципе, что то, а одинаково действует, по большому счету. Но плохо то, что этого нету. Урона. Вот это печально. Вы нашли жемчужину, весьма ценную.
Damn.
The first 20 are mine!
You have come far, but this is far enough. Give me the artifacts and the books you stole in Greenglade, and I'll set you free.
А вот хер тебе, дружище, жаба ты. Безобразная. Что такого особого в этих книгах и артефактах? Если тебе нужен мой рюкзак, этого уже достаточно, чтобы я его не отдал. Что ты сделал с остальными магами, тварь?
What have you done to the other magi? Your famulus told us some cock and bull story about you forcing them and their famuli to go to Parista and then murdering them.
I did what had to be done to protect Girdlegard. I wish there had been another way, but they would never have understood.
Do your eyes deceive you, or do you really see a brief moment of real regret on the swollen face of the Magus?
Тень сожаления? Даже так? Чего вдруг?
What's with the artifacts and the books?
They belong to me. Lord Yonan was supposed to bring them to Porista, but forgot them. So, I came to pick them up. That's all you need to know.
Не, братуха, не в этот раз.
You wanting my rucksack is enough reason for me not to give it to you.
I don't need your consent. Look after the
Как ты это
rocks.
сделал?
If you lose it, you will also lose your life. Go back to your realm, dwarves, and let your king know that I need his land. Either he hands it over without a drop of blood being spilt, or my troops and allies take it by force. You can take this one with you. I have no use for him.
Чё такое? Упс. По-моему, у кого-то башка закончилась. Ой, да ладно. Ни хера себе.
Let me handle her. Kill the dwarves.
Твою мать. Вы еще кто такие? Я даже не знаю, что тут делать. Тут, в принципе, ничего такого нету. Ну давай, начали тогда. Бой. Бой. Да-да, артефакты. Почему у меня ХП так мало? Не могу понять. Непонятно, почему так мало ХП. Отлично, давай, 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 работаем. Да подойди ж ты сюда, ёб твою мать, блядь. Давай, 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 работаем, работаем. По вот этим чертоплясам. Так, давай, давай, давай. Боендал, боендал. Корс. Давай, давай, шатай, шатай этих тварей. У меня только один вопрос, блядь. Ага, ясно. Стоять, стоять, блядь, тварина. Стоять, тварина. Так, я вернул его. Бежать со всеми тремя героями через мост. А где мост? Я не вижу моста. Рядом с выходом не должно остаться ни одного врага. Ага, понятно. А где мост, блядь? А, вон он, вижу. Я вижу мост. АБХС. СС. Так, короче, ладно, с этим мы убежали. Так. Теперь ты, давай, побежали, побежали. Да побежали, давай, похеру, блядь. Ага, отлично. Давай, бежим, бежим, бежим. Давай, давай, ты один остался, братуха. Вылазь отсюда, блядь. Отлично, давай, 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 идем, идем. Раскидывай нахер этих тварей, блядь. Выходим, выходим отсюда. Давай, 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 давай. Ну все. Давай, давай, последних добиваем. Последних, последних, давай, усаживай. Отлично. Давай, давай, давай. Добивай эту тварь. Да добивай, говорю. Ёб твою мать, а. Отлично. Ушли. Фух.
We would die. Perhaps you've noticed that Nodon has risen again, headless. He is more powerful than the perished land itself, but the
Мне больше всего интересно, кто там нам помогал.
We will return to the secondlings and tell them what the Magus is up to. We'll be safe at Ogre's death, and there we can hatch a plan.
If we manage to get there, Nodon will do anything to stop us.
Then let him try.
Да, он-то попробует с радостью вообще. Не, и все-таки кто там нам помогал-то? Кто отрубил башку этого и жабе? Непонятно. Я думаю, она объявится. Или оно. Попозже тогда. Разрубающий удар. Байндал наносит полукруговой удар нескольким врагам перед собой с хорошим шансом сбить с ног. А этот натиск отбрасывает врагов. Да нет, лучше вот это вот. Отлично. Мы нашли 500 золота. Ох, круто. Слабый эликсир защиты и чуть-чуть провизии. Ну что ж, выбрались мы из этой передряги. И теперь нам нужно идти вон аж куда. Огрова смерть. Ух, блин, нихера себе, глянь, как далеко, а. Ну, хотя не так уж и далеко. Ну да ладно. На этом, я думаю, стоит закончить. И пойдем мы тогда уже в Огрову смерть. На смерть. Может быть, и не на смерть, пока неизвестно. В следующей серии. Так что, всем спасибо за просмотр. Как обычно, продолжение следует.